Got pops. Father and son share words of wisdom.
Yeah, take it back. Take it way back. Take it way, way back.
I'm doing pretty good.
To when it was all about
That's
you.
good.
Your
That's
family.
good. That's
Your
good to hear.
family.
Like that
And it's all
intro.
about the kids.
We're gonna stretch it out, so I'm good.
Yeah.
Just building.
Let's
Trying
see
to
the
trying
game
to
on
trying to do what you
back
can
to
do.
the way
Get
they
what you gonna get. Yeah, let's see what happens.
It's all about the kids.
Exactly. You might need to do a drive-by because your mustache looks like it's trying to go for your throat. Hey, yeah, it's real. It's real bad over here. Get that hair off your lip. It's a couple brothers that look like me at the job today. And oh yeah, they got the hair going in like that. No, I don't know about all that, but my man's had a fresh lineup. One of the guys, he said, "Yeah, my barber, right? That's all that came out of his mouth. Me and my man's hopped off what we doing. Like, what's his number? Like." Yeah. And on that note, man, my Deuce went back to the hospital yesterday, dude. Oh yeah. Yeah. For what? She tested positive. Again? What? She tested? I thought she. Yep. Really? Yeah. But then, my granddad and my aunt, because my granddad took her, and my aunt, they went and got tested today, and it came out that they was good. So they was like, so they don't have it. But she was having issues, like her chest tightened up, her arm was hurting, so they thought it was a cardiac arrest. Right. And went to the hospital. She like she's straight. Well, she's not saying she's straight, but my granddad and them straight. They went and got tested today. So I might have had to be out another 2 weeks again. Really? Yep, if I was still over there. Oh yeah. You most definitely. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're out the game for another 2 weeks. Mm-hmm. 28 days. But see her arm tighten up though, huh? Yeah, but she sounds good though. So that's good. Right. Man, ain't no way that's crazy. I'm just trying to figure out how I get back on you. She must have still had it, man. I think what happened was they needed, it was critical maybe, and they needed more space. And since her symptoms was getting better, they just sent her to the crib. Right. And for more space, they probably told her like, you good, but they like, we gonna tell them whatever because people need that are of higher, Yeah, but then she should have been on the whole Vicks, all that. Burn that boy out. Well, again, my granddad and my granddad's, you would think that it would have hopped on him, but I guess she been quarantined and at the crib doing what she's supposed to do, so that's a good thing too. Right. Because he's older. Right. Man, sorry to hear that. Yep. Got to check on her. Yep. That's another thing. A side note on top of that. So being more independent, however you want to put it, moving out the crib. I know this is a topic. It opens your relationships up to other people. It also closes your relationships off to other people. people who were with you or that you kicked it with or associated with when you were different when now that you are independent, not for everybody, but sometimes. And then, so that's the people you stop kicking it with. And then it's interesting, the people that you do kick it with, like, man, my aunts, I was talking to Carol yesterday, just on some kicking it, you know.
You start, the thing is that you start creating space and opportunity to think about them, value them, see them in a different light, you know. When you're in the same repeated environment, the whole nine, you don't really, you know, because nothing gets out here to teach you to value them. So you get out here in this world, you start doing different things. You're like, you know what, let me check on, well, you know what, let me, you know, you start valuing them more. You know, they come across your mind, right? You start having memories. When you up under the same process, it's kind of hard for it to, you know, really, you know, that's just my opinion, that you really don't appreciate someone until it really falls in line in your thought process, what you're thinking about, you know, where were they, you know, it just evolves, you know. And sometimes it don't. Sometimes you don't think, you know. You know, I got aunts, uncles, cousins, you know, a whole nine, and sometimes you know, you're just not thinking about them, right? Because life got you. You in that. You in the fourth round. You in the fourth round with life. You like, if somebody like call your cousin, be like, I can't get time. You know, you get your dukes up.
Yeah.
And fighting your way out the deal. You know what I mean? It's like,
Yeah.
you know.
What, the rat tail?
No, the
I
ponytail.
had no rat tail in high school.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, I was
ball.
doing it. I was doing it.
Yeah. You had your braids and football cap.
Yeah, I was fooling.
Yeah.
But you had a Jehri Curl though.
I had a Jehri Curl. Didn't drip much. Yeah, I stand by that one. My Jehri Curl wasn't drippy.
it's got.
It made it look like it was curly, like my hair was curly. Right. You got a Jehri Curl? No.
Who inspired the curl? Who inspired the Jehri Curl movement? Who was the first man to and shock the world?
Jehri Curl? It was a brother down south, deep in the corner of Mississippi, right by the ocean. Somebody like, dude, oh man, what you call that? He was like, it's called the Jehri Curl. Why you call it the Jehri Curl? A friend of mine named Jerry slapped the shit out of me. My hair been curled ever since. We need to duplicate that. And so he walked up into the salon. And he was like, what you here for, sir? I came to get the Jehri Curl. And somebody was like, oh, perm, curlers, wax papers, right? Rinse it out, put it in, and spritz it. Then throw you up on the dryer for 7 hours. And when you come out, Jehri Curl.
Know it's more to life than blood living. Focus on yourself and stop all that hate. I know you want that money, but you gotta be patient. From elementary to Junior high to heights, college graduation.
Got pops.
Life, everyday money making. I wanna take it back to Sunday dinner. Mac and cheese, collard greens, and fried chicken. My great grandma is posted up in the kitchen. I'm sitting at the dining room table waiting to say my blessings. Now I feel like there's something is missing. It wasn't about taking, it was all about giving. Back in the days, they really knew how to live.